every Friday night. For those of you that are watching on Flow Racing, they are the SK Modifieds. And tonight's 23-car starting field is no exception to the rule. It is the SK Modifieds, and we are about to present the starting lineup as victory photos are concluding for the late model division. Want to remind you that if you haven't done so, well, tomorrow morning you'll want to get and order those tickets as they go on sale at 8 a.m. online for the Twisted Tea Open Tour Type Modified 80. You'll see your favorite drivers from the Whelen Modified Tour, from the Tri-Track Series presented by Ed Bennett and Wayne Darling, from the Modified Race Series and Open Modifieds that come from the ROC circuit, upstate New York, and all over the Eastern Seaboard. They'll all be here, 30 to 40 cars strong. And then, of course, the big story is next Saturday, an event like no other. Nobody knows what to expect. Nobody can figure out who, what, or why, but it is the first event of its type held here at this premier half-mile facility.
So that will be something, history will be made as the first of its kind. And, everybody always remembers the first of everything. So race fans around the world will be remembering that race.
Yes, they will, Matt. There's no question about it. So, again, it looks like, yes, they are heading out with their war wagons down to the center of pit road for tonight's feature event. Now, the last time we were here, before the rains came and we were washed out last Friday night, it was Chase Dowling who secured the victory in the Jean-Guy Poulin Drywell machine, the Dan Avery-owned race car that Michael O'Sullivan, the son of Sonny O'Sullivan, prepares in the competition. And that was a good race right to the wire.
It was an incredible race.
Yes,
the first time I had ever seen here at Stafford a three-wide battle go for more than a lap.
That's right.
I mean, it was a wild race, and three wide, and nobody laid a glove on each other. So it was hard racing, and people were talking about it the next day, that the three-wide battle. And Chase Dowling, he is one of those guys who is expected to contend for the title. So when he didn't get off to a dazzling start, a lot of people were saying that, he is really going to struggle this year. Well, that struggle was over as he dominated last week's 40-lapper.
Now, Dowling will head tomorrow to the Lebanon Valley Speedway, where he competes on dirt at Howie Commander's racetrack up there. He's had 3 outings in the dirt car. Last week, a mechanical problem that sidelined the car from the event and so forth with it. But don't be surprised if you see Dowling in the S&S paving, Kevin Starshuk's machine, in the running up front in just a few outings. There's no question about all of that. And, of course, he'll be back next week competing with the 9-car in the Open Tour type event as well as the 22-car. So a lot of twists and turns coming up.
There'll be a lot of twists and turns tonight. I'm looking at the starting lineup then, and I see Todd Owen, the point leader.
He was very fast in practice too, Matt. I want to mention that.
Well, he will be starting 17th in the 23-car field, but there are a few drivers worse off than him. Keith Rocco, 18th, and Mike Christopher, 21st.
So let's get to the starting lineup. These are the SK Modifieds, the fastest division of the night. And it's appropriate that a young gun will bring the field to green. The Montanera Fuels car, Peter Matten owns the car from Danbury, Connecticut, the talented and versatile Teddy Hodgson.
There will be another young gun by his side from Chatham, Mass. In the Missouri Motorsports car number 67 for Doug Missouri Jr.
One of the best, they say, when it comes to setting up a car is Bear Colaccio. The People's Choice Mobile machine from Colchester, Connecticut for car number 14 for Brian Narducci.
Then it will be the 1 car from Hatfield as he will be aboard the Kicks 100.9 FM car. Here is Tyler Leary.
Hummel's Hot Dogs brings us the Raceworks chassis Eddie Flemke prepared car from Plantsville, Connecticut, car number 11 for Matt Vassar.
And then it will be a guy looking to make a breakthrough in car number 24. Valley High Farm presents Mikey Flynn.
Keep your eyes on this talented driver. He's had no luck, but he has been a factor. The Big Hoss USA Racing Products Machine. DP Motorsports from Stafford Springs, Connecticut. Car number 75 for David Arute.
The high roller has climbed out of his late model and into a modified. Moeller Motorsports presents car number 35 and Andrew Moeller.
Les's Auto Center, the Adam Scavora, the Birthday Boys car from Ellington, Connecticut. Car number 50 for the very talented Ronnie Williams.
Then it will be car number 33, a driver looking for his first win in the Stafford Pool car. Here is Michael Jarvis Jr.
In the 11th starting position, it will be the Wheelers Auto Center car. John and Mania Rafano own the automobile. From North Haven, Connecticut, the talented driver of car number 68, Marcello Rafano.
A one-time winner in car number 21 from Newtown in the Airgas sponsored car, Stephen Kopchik.
Then driving the Jean-Guy Poulin Drywell, the Kerrigan Horsepower Hill Farms number 22. Last time out, the feature event winner from Bethlehem, Connecticut, it is Chase Dowling.
Last week's winner in car number 22 in the J.G. Poulin Drywall car, here is Chase Dowling.
Mid-State Site Development brings us car number 31. The Glenn Corner-owned race car from Avon, Connecticut, Noah Corner.
JP Lightning is in the Mr. Rooter sponsored number 7. From Brantford, here is Jonathan Pulio.
One of the quickest cars today is the Cooker Construction car. Driving the Chassis Pro machine from Somers, Connecticut, the tenacious one, Todd Owen.
Then it will be Stafford's four-time champion from Berlin in the Wheelers Auto Service car. Here is Keith Rocco.
Bowles Chrysler Dodge Jeep number 76 for Tommy Bowles out of Ellington, Connecticut.
A winner in the season opener, car number 85 in the TickMike.com car, Tyler Hines.
Then it's the number 82 feature event winner, Michael Christopher. Dylan Kopech, the number 16 machine, and Christopher Vians out of Putnam, Connecticut, starting scratch.
To take you to the green, the Hall of Fame voice of Stafford Speedway, Ben Dodge.
There's no question about it. When the greens flew here at Stafford, it was Doug Meservey on the outside. Steps on the gas, down the back straightaway. Hodgson pulls in the second. Here comes Narducci, bottom of turn 3.
And Narducci is trying to track down. Whoop, a little problem in turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars involved.
Car number
Pulio.
7. Pulio's car.
Todd Owen, the point leader, is involved.
But Owen is able to pull away under his own power.
Noah Corner in the 31 is involved.
We saw that Jonathan Pulio's car literally was airborne. And look at the back end of Daniel Wesson's.
Boy, that car is torn up so badly you can't even read the number.
Stash Butova and his crew down on pit road. And the 92, as we said, was involved, and the 7 of Pulio. And there's the 92 heading towards John Gates on pit road. John, we haven't seen one torn up like that, still moving under its own power.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. The Serica number 92, Daniel Wesson, pulls it right behind the wall. That car is done for the night. Stas Petova already saying, no way are we getting this thing fixed. Sheet metal damage is horrific on the car leaning to the left-hand side. And, man, I've seen a lot of modifieds come into this pit area, but very few that badly damaged and still actually driving.
We're taking a look at our replay, and it happens about 3/4 back in the field. Wesson gets tangled up with the 31 car, and Jonathan Pulio has no place to go. He goes up on the back end of the car and somehow comes down with minimum damage. And Todd Owen, who perhaps has the best spotter of the night, was able to stop just before what could have been the end of his night's run.
You know, that is the second time this year we have seen Jonathan Pulio climb over a car.
You're right.
You know, the first time it was more severe as he went airborne, but that is the second time this season that he had nowhere to go, and he used the car as a water skiing ramp.
And that was back in the 12th, 13th, and 14th position. Now we've got a different angle here we're looking at it. Those of you tuning in and watching on Flow. And it was the Noah corner car on the high side. And then, as we said before, Wesson got tangled with corner. And then Jonathan Fulio. Let's go down to John Gage.
Yeah,
John?
Ben, we got Daniel Wesson, man. Tough break. The car, lots of damage there in the rear right side. What happened, Daniel?
Yeah, I just went down in the turn, and the 31 obviously doesn't know how to race a modified yet. Obviously, he's still on the learning curve, so we'll give him a break this time, but if it happens again, it's going to be ugly.
All right, tough break for the 92, guys.
Well, there we go. You heard it right from...
We
off turn
almost
number
had an
4.
ugly restart as Narducci wobbled in the front row.
While that wobble was taking place in the front row, here comes Meserve, high, wide, and handsome on the outside lane. Ronnie
And
Williams.
on the inside, look at Hodgson.
Ronnie Williams and Moeller are already surfaced at the bottom of the top 7.
Narducci in third, and he is surrounded by Tyler Leary in the 1 car.
Leary's confidence is up. And we haven't seen in a while such an aggressive start for the number 50 of Ronnie Williams. Because all of a sudden, Williams...
running in the top 7.
Yeah, and he is
Here's
marching
Mikey Flynn
forward. Yes.
making a move as he tries a thunder underneath.
Mikey Flynn has been getting stronger every Friday night.
Flynn getting underneath a root.
And David Arute, if he can shake that bad luck off, he has been right there. And now all of a sudden, Arute car got a little bit loose on him, but what a great save.
Yeah, that car got diagonal on him and he
Fantastic
reeled it
save.
back in.
And here comes Marcello Rafrano. Marcello, remember, last time we were here, he was a factor. Now look at the crossover back to the front of the field, Matt.
And that is Teddy Hodgson in the 55 trying to yank the lead away from Meserve as they are able to roller coaster their way down the backstretch. They are dead even. 2 drivers, body pierced together, heading into turn 3.
There's no question about it. It is a battle up front, and Teddy Hodgson is back in command.
2 of the younger drivers in the field putting on a show. Hodgson and Meserve, and another young driver is right there too, Brian Narducci.
Brian Narducci has been getting better and better, getting adjusted to that race car. And now we've got 5 cars that have broken away, and Ronnie Williams just clicked off the fastest lap, 19.424. And look at Williams, again, pulling out a line.
Boy, he made it look easy to get by Leary and move into 4th as a catapult move executed perfectly by Williams.
And now Marcello Rafrano's up to the 8th position, and here comes Chase Dowling. Dowling is a closer, remember that. He proved that a week ago.
Loses a position to Williams. Ronnie Williams, he is the fastest pony on the merry-go-round.
He certainly is. And now he moves into the 3rd spot. 3rd isn't good enough. What a move. Outside to inside. That car's got suction cups on its tires tonight.
He has gone from 7th to 2nd in about 3 laps.
Williams
and
started back in
is
9th.
able to respond to the challenge of Narducci.
Now, look a little further back in the field. Here comes Dowling underneath David Arute. And Stephen Kopsick is there. So isn't the 88 of Keith Rocco and the 35 of Andrew Moeller. 11 now complete in this 40-lap grind.
And Ronnie Williams is going after Teddy Hodgson. Hodgson, a champion in the SK Lights, looking for his first modified win. And going to the outside is Williams. That car is a rocket, no matter where he puts it. Let's see if he can make a move now. He's going to try it.
And he does, to the inside of Teddy Hodgson. Hodgson, a standout in the SK Lights. Looking good in the SK Modifieds. He's racing them clean. But the brand new leader emerges, and it is Ronnie Williams. Adam Scavora's birthday might be celebrated with a win and more than some candles tonight.
Well, we got the lead on lap number 13. Hodgson, he is camped out on his back bumper. As we look further back in the field,
Stephen
trying to move
Kopsick
up.
is coming to life.
Refrano is doing a good job in 7th. Chase Dowling 10th, and Keith Rocco is 11th.
Keep your eyes on Stephen Kopsick. He just dipped down and went underneath David Arute to take over the 8th spot. Kopsick is coming forward. He's got some big steam under the hood of that car.
Dowling trying to put a move on David Arute, so Arute, he tries to put a move on Stephen Kopsick.
And
but
behind
right now,
him
things are calm.
is Keith Rocco and Tyler Hines. We haven't even talked about Tyler tonight. He's in the 12th position. That might not sound like it's very impressive, but Todd Owen is there, Rocco is there, Dowling is there, and David Arute. So it is pretty impressive.
Now Ronnie Williams, he streaks across the stripe. His lead over Teddy Hodgson is 0.283. So 0.2 of a second, not an overwhelming lead, but a pretty cozy one.
Look at Kopsick. Nice move to the inside. Stephen Kopsick goes down underneath Mikey Flynn. Car 21 is starting to come to the front. He's in the 6th spot now. And Marcello Refrano is also coming forward. Another good battle is David Arute with Dowling, Rocco, Tyler Hines, and Todd Owen.
And Hines tried to get close to Rocco, was unable to do it.
When they come back to the stripe, halfway down and halfway to go.
Flynn getting a visit from Refrano. That is a fight for the number 7 position. And let's see if Refrano decides to go inside. That's where he usually does most of his passing. And it's
so
Narducci
far
getting a challenge from Kopsick. Kopsick gets by Leary, and Kopsick has moved into the top 5.
Kopsick isn't done yet. Stephen Kopsick, crew chief for Ryan Priest, best buddy, and crew chief at times for Chase Dowling. He's coming to the front of the class. He works over Narducci. Good run for Tyler Leary in that pack of cars. Leary in the top 6.
You talk to the drivers, they will tell you Kopsick, of the contenders, is the one guy. His car does not go away from him and gets better. He's like a Schaefer. When you're having more than one, the car improves. He gets by Narducci. And Stephen Kopsick is now in 4th place.
And he's not done yet. Stephen Kopsick trying to close up the gap. He's come from way back in the field in the 12th position, and he's done it.
Dowling having a rumble with Arute.
And now Dowling takes over the spot from Arute, and now all of a sudden Keith Rocco is battling there. Once Dowling got away from Arute, he pulls away by about 5 car lengths, but here comes Keith Rocco, and here comes Todd Owen. David Arute is sideways. What a save by David Arute.
He's able to keep it off the wall.
Here's where it's all going to change, Matt.
15 laps to go.
What a great save by David Arute. That car was in a 4-wheel slide, and we were looking at the side of it, not the side that we wanted to look at, the other side, and he was able to snap the car back and hold on.
Second caution of the race. It comes on lap number 24 officially. And David Arute, it looked like that car was going to be wallpaper against
Here
that
it is.
wall.
Watch the red, white, and blue machine. Tyler Hines is behind him. Let's see if there's any contact here. David Arute's car goes up the hill, sideways. He snaps the car back. What a fantastic job of saving that race car. It was headed for the Armco barrier, and he just snapped it back and saved it and made little or no contact.
Well, that was a perfect example of saving a car without overcorrecting.
Yep,
because as Ted Christopher has said many times, when you overcorrect on a modified, you were headed to the wall. Well, David Root was able to keep that car under control, and it was a pretty crafty move.
Let's go down on pit road, and Andrew Moeller, who was very strong also in the early laps, is heading your way, John.
And Moeller brings in the number 35 car, comes to a stop here midway down the pit road here, and I tell you, we already had some pit stops by David Arute in the 75, the 33, Michael Jarvis. He was in the pits, the rear end now being jacked up on Andrew Moeller. Looks like just more adjustments here, so we got some suspension adjustments, trying to get Andrew Moeller a little bit more bite coming out of the turns here with that number 35 Bud Service Chevrolet.
Well, Tyler Hines, number 85, over aggression on the racetrack. He got the consultation flag. He's headed down on pit road as well. Field is being told to cross over. 24 of 40, 16 laps to go.
And I think this caution, Ben, comes to the aid of drivers like Rocco and Refrano, who were happy that the field is bunched up, because Rocco has a fast car. He just had bad starting position.
Another guy that I'm sure has a big smile on his face is Steven Kopsik, who's now not only in the fourth position, but that pack of cars and that margin that was once almost a half a straightaway is now all but gone. He's on the outside. Will it pay off? They come off turn number 4. And it is Williams and Teddy Hodgson working it hard in the outside. Meserve is there. Look a little further back. Michael Christopher, we haven't talked about him, Matt.
And he was a beneficiary of that caution flag. Now Kopchik trying to make it work on the outside as he jet streams his way around Meserve. Meserve fights back. Battle for the lead. Williams is being challenged by Teddy Hodgson. They come into turn number 4 almost dead even.
Off the turn, rumbling back to the line. It is still Williams, but Kopsik is there, nipping at his heels. They come off the turn. Kopsik loses a little momentum. Williams, still the band leader, making some noise at the front of the field. Here comes Kopsik down low. Here comes Hodgson, trying it again on the outside, but Steven Kopsik has moved back into second.
And Meserve is still a factor, along with Narducci. Top 3 cars could fit in an Easter egg. Williams. Now Kopchik is on the inside. So that is something I don't think Williams wanted to see. Kopchik has inside position as he tries to run down Ronnie Williams.
Steven Kopsik, last time by. Less than 3/10 separate first from second. Other movers and shakers coming forward. For a while, now Chase Dowling has come back to life. Todd Owen is there. Michael Christopher was there with that pack, and so wasn't Keith Rocco and Marcello Rufano. They've slipped a little further back in the field.
Dowling is getting underneath Leary.
Leary shuffles back behind Todd Owen. 10 laps to go at the line.
Owen is on the attack, aiming at the back bumper of Chase Dowling's car. So that is an interesting skirmish. But nothing
Kopsik.
more interesting than what's at the front between Williams and Kopchik.
The two cars, as they jet stream down the back straightaway, almost look identical. Their times are equally matched. Their talents are too. But who will be the man standing in victory lane to dominate tonight's SK Modified feature? Michael Christopher gets around Leary now. And
Owen
now
was looking to get underneath. Dowling didn't have enough power. And up at the front, Williams against Kopchik. And a car spins around in turn number 4. It is the 31 of Noah Corner.
this is going to tighten it all up again. This is the type of a restart that competitors like Dowling likes, competitors like Owens, Michael Christopher, Rufano, along with Keith Rocco, because it bunches everybody back together and you can pick up a lot of positions with a good quick shift and you're pedal to the metal.
And Christopher Vians is on pit road. You know, I think Ronnie Williams is in the same position tonight as Chase Dowling was
Yes,
2 weeks ago.
I agree with you.
Everybody is saying, what's wrong? How come he is not winning races?
Yep.
So I think he has answered his critics so far for the first 32 laps.
And it appears that this is going to be a quick caution, just getting the car that had spun, which is the number 31 machine, fired back up. And it shouldn't be much of a delay. Noah corner. And it looks like we're going green.
So it's fasten your seatbelt time here
You
at
got it.
Stafford.
A pair of black beauties in the front row. The Ronnie Williams number 50 and the Stephen Kopsick 21. Row number 2, Teddy Hodgson, Doug Meservey. Row 3, Brian Narducci, Chase Dowling. Row 4, Todd Owen, Michael Christopher. Row 5, Tyler Leary, Mikey Flynn. Row 6, Keith Rocco, Marcello Rafano. Get ready. If you think it's over with, you are wrong. 8 laps, 4 miles. It's a fight of the fittest. And Ronnie Williams in a squeaker. But here comes Stephen Kopsick.
And also there's Teddy
sparks
Hodgson.
will fly to the outside. Now all of a sudden, to the inside, they come rumbling off the turn. And Chase Dowling is coming up the outside lane.
And he will have to dance around Brian Narducci
And
to
it
get
looks
into
like
the
he's
top
done
4.
it.
Ronnie Williams leading by a fingernail.
Less than that.
By a snowflake as they head the line. The margin is 0.055, 55 one-thousandths of a second.
While that is happening, what a great battle going on between Meservey, Narducci, and Chase Dowling. Now, different strategy by Kopsick. He pulled it back into line. 5 laps to go.
Maybe he is going to try the bottom shot against Williams. The question is, when will he launch? In third is Hodgson having the best run. Here comes Narducci underneath Meservey. That is a battle for fourth.
And there is Todd Owen. Owen on the inside. Narducci giving it a run for the money. And now Narducci picks up the spot. Todd Owen puts his nose in there. Dowling's back to life. Meservey hanging on, high, wide, and handsome in the outside lane.
Owen is doing what point leaders do. Turn a bad night into a respectable night.
And that's exactly what Owen is doing. Back up front. Kopsick gives him a tap to the back bumper. Twirling 2s are in the air. Meanwhile, look back for that 4th and 5th and 6th position because there's some bumping and grinding going on there.
Let's see what Kopsick has up his sleeve. Less than 2 laps to go. He takes a downward flight, bumping Williams. It didn't bother Ronnie Williams. We are down to the final lap.
This is the money shot. What's it going to be? Ronnie Williams, will he be back in winning form? For Adam Scavora's birthday, Stephen Kopsick, the tail that wags the dog, off turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, Ronnie Williams will take down the win. Kopsick will finish in 2nd. Teddy Hodgson for 3rd. Finishing in the 4th spot is Todd Owen. 5th position is Brian Narducci. And 6th spot is Chase Dowling. 7th spot is Doug Meservey. Tyler Leary is 8th. Michael Christopher is 9th. And Keith
will get $100 from Manly Performance Products. And the third place driver, that is Teddy Hodgson, $100 from American Motor Car. The top three will get $25 gas cards from New England Racing Fuel, Sunoco brand, and the highest finishing rookie. And, well, it is, I think we have to go to page 2. And I think maybe Christopher Vians will get it. But right now, we are going to get to work at Napa Victory Lane. Let's throw it to John Gates.
All right, Matt Buckler, thank you very much. Ronnie Williams, first win of the year, man. You had to earn that one. That was a hard-charging SK field out there, and you got it done. Congratulations.
Yeah, we were able to get up through pretty quick, and then on the last restart, Kopsik had a really fast car. Still got to do a little bit more here, but I'm glad we got the 50 back in Victory Lane. It's been a while, and happy birthday to my sister. Happy birthday to Adam. Can't thank all the guys. Pettit for the awesome horsepower. Williams Race Gears for the awesome restarts at the end there, and everyone that helps out in Power Financial, Les's Auto, All Town Sanitation Recycling, Center Machine, Justice Williams Designs for amazing decals here, and hopefully we're back soon.
All right, man, one of the top drivers in the Northeast right there, Ronnie Williams. He puts that number 50 Les Auto Center Machine into Victory Lane on our SK Modified main event. Steve Kopsik, he comes home second spot in the Newtown Pools, number 21. Steve, man, good run. 21 was flying tonight.
Yeah, we were pretty good, but not good enough. Still damn good, nothing to hang your head about. I just got to thank all my guys that helped me, and Airgas and Newtown Pools, John Kerrigan, TA Engines for the awesome power, and everyone that helps make this happen. And it was good racing with Ronnie there, and Stafford's a tough place to be, and I think it's 6 races, 6 different winners, so proud to be racing here.
All right, man, and a proud finish there for Steve Kopsik, all over that number 50 at the checkered flag. Let's talk to our third-place finisher tonight. He drives the number 55 car, Teddy Hodgson. Man, he has had himself a very rough season, but Teddy, man, it's good to see you up here in Napa Victory Lane, third place tonight. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. I knew we had a lot of speed coming in tonight. Led a bunch of laps there, which is awesome. I can finally say I did that. Just ran out of steam at the end there. Once Ronnie got by me, I knew it was going to be hard to get him. I thought if that went green, we could have got him there. And then I knew Steven was coming. He was super fast all day, so that thing's been a rocket ship. But I can't thank my guys all enough for working on this car for basically a month trying to get this thing to finish, and finally got it done. I got to thank all my sponsors, my crew especially. They've been behind my back 100%, and they believe in me and to get this thing done. And Montanary Fuel, APAP and John Construction, Business Time Motorsports, Gator Sport Fishing, Pete Man, all the boys that work on it, Keith Rocco Racing, and Pettit for the awesome horsepower. He's been cranking on this thing too all week. So, just everybody that helps out, Ness Auto, Lasco Roofing, State Cutters, just everyone that supported me and believed in me to get to this point. We'll be up on the top step one day, but right now I'm soaking in this personal victory.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good driver right there. One of the hot shoes here at Stafford, Teddy Hodgson, third place tonight in the 55 car.
And he is happy. Now, you'll be happy if you have one of these 3 winning raffle tickets. So if you were involved in the raffle, here are our winning numbers. First winner, 1,